Back in the early 90s, the camcorder wars were heating up quite nicely. You had the Sony, Hitachi, and Canon camp that was dealing, and Sharp that was dealing with 8mm, and then you had JVC and Panasonic that was dealing with VHSc.
So I've got a JVC GRA X808. This was given to me. So we're going to check this out and see if it works before I put this one up for sale. I'm sure somebody will want something like this. This is a rather recent vintage from the camcorder year 94. So for VHS, that was, I think, getting closer to the end of the line for them. I don't know how long they made the compact VHS cameras, but I think they stopped making them, mid to late 90s when everybody went to mini DV. This one I've got with it came with, and I've never seen these ones before. This is it's got a dual battery charger on it. I don't know what shape the battery's in. It's probably no good. It's never been charged for the last 20 years. But this one could actually charge 2 batteries at once, which is something kind of unique. I never saw any of these. I saw lots of them that would charge 1 battery, but this one here, it's a universal charger. It'll run from 110 to 240. And it can charge 2 batteries at the same time, and it has a refresh feature on this one for nickel cadmium batteries. Anyway, let's plug the camera in and see whether the camera turns on. Looks like the camera does turn on, and the eyepiece actually has an image in it. Turn on the camera section. And I've got a picture in the little viewfinder, so that part works. To say, I don't know whether the camera works at all or not. Okay, so this has that little tilt control here, so that you could tilt the buttons if you wanted to push the buttons like that, or you could tilt it back this way if you were the type of person that wants to hold the camera and operate it like that. It's kind of different. Good old hand strap, adjustable, so you could adjust it around your hand and tighten it down so that it would fit anybody's hand. So you could operate it like that, or you could flip this little lock control and tilt the buttons like that, so then you could push them with your fingertips. I don't know. Sounds like a gimmick to me. Under here it would be controls to operate the tape transport itself for playing back the tape, and over here there'll be an eject button. Pop a cassette in. I don't know if there's anything on this tape or not. This is an old tape that I found kicking around. It's certainly something that I can record on, because I never used VHSc for anything, so it would be a tape that someone's left me or given me. See if there's any picture on it. Oh, there's color bars on here. Probably something I recorded color bars on. Probably says color bars on it somewhere. I'll grab my monitor and see how the playback looks. Alright, what's wrong with this thing? It won't turn on now. It won't turn on in camera mode. Turn on in VTR mode. I had a picture on it before, it was on. But now I don't have a picture. What's going on here? Must be a problem with this switch on the side here, because yeah, it's not turning on. But if I turn it down to VTR mode, it comes on. So that's okay. We'll have to take a look and see why it's not turning on in camera mode. But it was on before because I had a picture coming through the viewfinder. But when I first plugged it in, it was in the camera mode position, and I switched it to play to try playing a tape. And it does play a tape. Got bars and tone. For all the glorious VHS crap. Yes, folks, that's how bad it was. It was pretty bad. I don't think there's anything else on this tape either. I think I recorded color bars on the tape. And that's all it is. It's just bars in SP. It's in SP, yeah, it's SP. And if I take it near the TV, I get lots more interference from the plasma set. With the camera sitting on the bench, I take the camera and I put the camera over closer to the TV. Well, it gets all kinds of interference from the plasma screen itself. Move it away. Any questions? Oh yeah, this is what happens when you move the camera around. Just shake it in your hand a little bit like this, and the picture just shakes and jumps all over the place. That's because videotape is based on the gyroscopic effect of the video head, and well, when you move the camera around, you tend to disrupt the servo. See? So you can imagine trying to film from a roller coaster. You'd have a picture that's doing this on playback. Anyway, let's see why this switch isn't working. It's probably just the switch on the side here that's at fault. Okay, let's take the side cover off here. Take the battery compartment off first. And I gotta get into this unit. I gotta take off this side cover. Haven't gotten into too many JVCs over the years. I know to take off the tape, door, you gotta pop off. You gotta pop off this button first. There's a screw that's hidden under there, and remove this side cover. And then this piece pops off, and we can access the tape transport, tape guides, etc. Now I should be able to split this side off. I want to just get into this side. I think the problem is likely right down here on the switch, because it just doesn't turn on. Well, it did the first time, but it's just not turning on. So either it's not activating the switch, or the switch itself has a problem. We'll pull this apart and take a look at it and see why. These are sure cheap feeling, these cameras. Like the Sony ones always felt pretty solid, but these ones feel so cheap. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this thing. Probably just so I can try to sell it. this. Okay, that comes off like that. What am I missing? A couple more screws probably. Viewfinder's probably got to come off too. Okay, I think I got all the screws out. Ah, there it is. Okay, that's how the side panel comes off. Or the side cover comes off. Kind of like this. Looks like there's 2 more screws in the top that have to come out as well. This whole piece is going to lift off as one. Looks like it's going to lift off as one piece. Well, that comes off. And then this side cover lifts off. And the viewfinder unplugs. Maybe I didn't have to take out those screws. Didn't have to, but oh well, they're out now. That plugs into there, viewfinder plugs into there, and where is this stupid switch plugged in? It's got a bunch of surface mounted caps in here. The switch. Okay, that's switch is held in right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything on this switch. Oops. Oops. Drop the screw into it. There it is. Okay, what else is in here? Looks like this entire switch and this, all these switches are all part of the same. Okay, it plugs into this. I wonder if it's just not seated correctly. Just try undoing this and reseating it. Because this is all one piece. These switches here, right? These switches, the power switch, and all these switches, they're all part of the same, like this is all one flexible board. I wonder if it's just was not seated correctly. I'm just going to plug this back in and try turning the camera on and see whether it'll go into camera mode. Obviously I won't be able to see what I'm doing because I don't have a viewfinder, but if it lights up, maybe it'll work. Okay, one of these is, put that screw in just to hold it in place. Which side is which? Okay, so play is down. Okay, lights up there, and see, it's not lighting up. See, it's not lighting up in camera mode. See the light? Lights up in play. Oh, now it lights up. Now it's not lighting up. Oh, now it came on. Nope, see, it's off. This is in camera mode, but the camera is not on. If I get the switch itself is screwed. and this time it comes on. Yeah, it's got to be that stupid switch. That switch itself, it's all part of this membrane type. You can't really take this thing apart. It's one of these membrane switches. I don't know if I give it a shot of cleaner, whether that's going to do anything. If I can get some cleaner into here, whether that's going to help. We'll try. Get some cleaner into the switch itself and see it's not on. The light is not on. Now it doesn't turn on at all. I think I might have just screwed it up. Well, I guess we can't put cleaner into this switch. It just probably dissolved the contacts in it. Because now it's dead completely, as opposed to being dead just when it wasn't. Wonderful. Oh, now it's on. Now it's off. Wonder if we can get some alcohol down, whether that'll fix it up. Thing is, the switch doesn't come apart. But now it's turning on. Okay. Now it's turning on. Interesting. Okay, maybe it's going to work. Well, let's just put this thing together and see whether it's going to work. Maybe, just maybe, that's all it needed was a little bit of cleaner into the switch. Can always hope, because I'm not going to find a switch for one of these, that's for sure. And I lost out on that Hathler I was trying to get. I sent a guy a message last night about it, and he responded at 5:10 this morning when I was sleeping. I responded to him to ask him at 8:10. Whether it was just the fuse holder was missing or whether there was a problem with it, and I didn't hear back from him all day. So I messaged again. I said, "What's going on? I messaged you." He goes, "Oh, someone got back to me at 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm going to sell it to them." I sent him a nasty message back saying, not everybody is on the same schedule as you, and I asked you last night, and you got back to me at 5:10 this morning. You expect that you'd give someone a chance to respond before you turn around and sell it to somebody else. What a stupid place for a connector. Jeez. Can't get in there to plug this thing in. that's kind of gone together, I think. Throw some screws in the side of this thing and test it and see if it turns on and works. They are certainly not as easy to take apart as, say, a Sony. I think, are probably one of the easiest camcorders to open up and service. And Panasonic are probably, and some of the Canons are some of the more difficult to work on. Hopefully, after all this effort, it will turn on, because I'm not taking it apart again if it doesn't. Should be one more screw. Right there, and then the two that hold the door on when I get to that. But let's just see whether it'll turn on now. Okay, put the battery plate on. Okay, it looks like it's turning on. Do I get a picture? I have a picture. And it zooms. Excellent. I'll show you guys. So there it is. It zooms in, it zooms out. Put it into playback mode to see if it'll play this tape. And there it's playing. Alright, I got a tape that I can record on. Turn on the camera and hit record. Will it record or will it not? Okay, this is a blank tape, so record. Okay, I'm recording. Get some feedback here. Feedback. Alright, that should be plenty for testing. Rewind the tape back. And playback. And there's playing back the... Okay, so there's the tape playing. Nice scratch in the tape. That's what is causing that line across the middle of the screen. That's a scratch on this tape. It's a garbage tape. Looks like it's working. So it's recording and it's playing. So I can put the cover back on this one and get this one out of here. TC30, see, you can see the scratch right in the middle of the tape there. You can see a scratch right smack dab in the middle. See it there? I'm sure you can. Anyway, trust me, there's a scratch right in the middle of the tape. You can see it. That's what's causing that line. Anyway, I'm not hanging on to this thing. This thing's gonna go up for sale. Get rid of it. I have no need for a VHSc camera. Someone out there probably wants one. For why, I don't know, but somebody probably wants a VHSc camera for something. Should put the push button in upside down. There. Okay, all done. Thanks for watching.